Hello my friends and welcome to the channel. Also to you newcomer that is the first time go inside and explore. I have more than 300 videos on boats, planes, not so many, and cars a lot. Vintage, upgrade, and so on. I try to do my best as I'm quite old and it's since I was a kid, a teenager, that I practice this wonderful hobby. So welcome, don't forget to click the subscribe button please, thank you very much. Today we continue with the assembling of the mythical Tamiya 110 scale two-wheel drive buggy BBX. That is an upgrade of a very old one. I show you the picture and perhaps you will recognize it. I have it, I bought when I used to have a shop, and as I bought I put on the shelf. Now it's time to do this and to do the other one. So we can see the differences, we can restore something and compare. It's very interesting. By now I can say you that this is a superior model. Has fantastic plastic, absolutely in line with the latest Tamiya. For example, Super Avante has wonderful plastic chassis and so on. Plastic is fantastic because it flexes, it doesn't bend, and doesn't break. Yes, plastic breaks, but you have to do very bad thing to break plastic. In the last videos, if you want, link down below, if you want to see, we have made this. Brushless, this is not a Tamiya one, it's very expensive. This is a Chinese honest and good product. I have 3 or 4 of these, and by the records, this came from my Porsche RSR, and I made also a video on that. You can look here down below. I give you the link also for the extrapolation of the engine from the Porsche. We have this wonderful servo. We have made this. This is all on bearings. Fantastic, the steering. And today we have to do this. That is all the pieces from step 15 to 17. We mount the front arms and something more, bumper. Okay, as usual, I don't show you every single action. If there's something interesting, I tell you. Otherwise, go ahead following the instructions. No problems. Tamiya is fantastic. No problems doing this. Absolutely, they say right and left, but I look at carefully. They are absolutely similar. And now 18, 19, we begin mounting the cage. There are a lot of screws. Here there's a shell for the switch. I don't mount this because I have the switch on the ESC that stays here. Perhaps it's quite good. And let's do it. And also this is made. In this step I have something to say to Tamiya. This. The first one, okay, you mount this on this. But these two, with the 4 washers behind to put here, it's not an happy work. It's quite annoying because you lose all the screw, all the washers. Why? Why? I don't understand the technical reason for this complication. Okay, keep on going to 20 and 21. It's quite the same. Here I have to take Jesus down from the sky. I think that I found the solution for this work. Screws, tape so they don't fall down. Then you put all the washer inside. And now you have to carry this here carefully. I show you at the end. It's always difficult, but in this way you don't lose, you don't have to continue to put the screws and washers and screw and they fall down. So now I have to manage to mount it. Okay. Then you very, very carefully. Oops, sorry. Okay. Done. You're welcome for this tip. And now it's time for the ESC. The ESC has to be mounted here. And this car has a wonderful thing. You can transform the lights in real lights. We can put LED. So I need a power source, and it is this one. And also a switch. Thank you to this service. I have ordered a new, never tested, here it is, this switch. It's the first time I have it, use it, and instructions, perfect. So which kind of plug do I need? Oh wow, they put also the spare plugs for, wonderful. Yes, I can cut and short everything to the receiver. Fantastic. So power in is this one, and so I have to mount this on this. Then I show you at the end. It's always the same story. Thousands of videos about these kind of things. What is important, and at the end, how does it work? This is the source of energy for lights. And now I have to manage to put this here in the best ways possible with the switch in a good position. I don't know here where to put fingers to switch on, perhaps by this way. So perhaps this has to stay here or here. And this. With the wires, it's always a problem. The switch is here. Talk, 1, 2, by this side. There's the pilot. This is the situation. Receiver under this, and I have to mount this because here over there's the pilot and there are screws. Inside this box I want to put this one, that is the light switch. Wires are very long, so perhaps I will cut this thermo shrinking and I will short the wires. Done. Wires are very short. This is to the LED. The plug I would like to take here inside, and this is to the radio, and this is from the battery. I have also saved the original label, and this is very little. I put here inside, which side? No adhesive. I leave like that. So if I need to take it off, no problems, no work to do. Then we have to put here, this is a big mess. Do you want to see me working to make order? Or do you prefer to comment, like, and subscribe? Okay.
Should be like this. It should be like this.
Now I have to do the pilot, because the pilot has to be screwed from the inside to the outside. I can't screw this on this door and then mount the pilot. So stop with this work for a little while and becoming Michelangelo to paint the pilot. Here there is something that, okay. Nice. The thing is, once the car is completely built, how can I pick up my receiver? It will be a long work, perhaps. Yes. Oh, for the records, here I've seen that this, that is the shaft to stop this swinging opening for the batteries, very long, was a little bit, so I mounted an O-ring here, and the clip is secured with this, that is an elastic. Wash it. Now I mount the pilot's head, then I paint in black this and this. I have to decide the color of the helmet. Okay, now I have to make this very smooth and paint this. And now we have all the pieces. We have to mount the pilot over this case. Inside the case there's a light switch. The pilot is inside. The receiver is under that box. A little bit too much complicated. I preferred all the parts here without a box. You don't need a box. Inside the box hides dust, mud, everything. It's better open space. But now we can have a little test. The radio is on, and now we switch on the vent, and then we'll have a fantastic steering servo, and first time the engine. Backwards, slow. Now everything works, but there's a lot of work to do to get it perfect. This part, and I think up to the dampers. We have no problem. I do the work, then if everything is okay, we go to the dampers. The front arms are mounted. This is connected. And I also made a little upgrade. I show you. Lift this to the car, and looking at the bottom, there's a white sponge. This sponge is to keep the battery the more on the front is possible, because perhaps we need weight on the front. So the battery is stopped there with the sponge, and here under there's another sponge, a neoprene sponge. This I had to do because this is to hide and this carries. It's very good. I followed the instructions. Here they say to put this piece. Oof, I've been a little bit lazy because I could change the entire wire without this section, but it's okay. Okay, down here, and perhaps under this. Dampers! Front damper time. These are all the pieces. Important, this drill for a hole here. And 27, 28, 29. Then I will show you something about the oil. It's very important to fill properly with the right quantity of oil. And here we have something quite new, not new at all, but in Tamiya world. To me, it's the first time that I see this. When you fill the dampers, it's better to let all the air get out. Those bubbles you perhaps can see inside. Here we have no one. They are already escaped. But leave it, the damper with the oil, for 2 or 3 minutes. Front suspension is finished. They work super well. Now this tensioner for the springs are completely released, and I leave them in this way so I don't compress the spring. Perhaps they have to stay here about. And with this wonderful thing I say you bye bye, up to the next. We finish the BBX, fantastic BBX assembling, and a comment, like, subscribe please, and perhaps we will have a test on my wonderful little truck. You can see how many things we have to do. Fantastic, fantastic. Bye bye, bye bye.